Okay. Welcome, Abhay. Abhay has also joined. Okay, fine. Moin has joined. Welcome, Moin.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Fine, fine. We are meeting after a long time, so definitely I understand the way you are excited. I'm also excited to see you people after a long time. I remember the last day when we had a cup of tea together in the canteen on the fifth floor, right? Great. Before I start the presentation in today's session, I'd like to share with you people a few things. Why I have come in the picture in your class. The reason is very simple that we have observed that the students' writing skills, right, that is required to be addressed. That means students are not good with writing skills, or they need some more. They need certain help and assistance with reference to improving the writing skills. So this is the reason uh, we as a Department of Communication Skills have come up with an idea of offering a certificate course in writing skills, because WET, written English test, it is a new module in placement as well as for your MBA entrance. Nowadays, if you are after engineering, if you're planning for your MBA or further study, people are looking for WET. This is a new format, right? So they test your writing skills. So that's why I thought of going for or offer a kind of one package of 10 to 12 hours. That means every day, every week, one lecture only, not more than that. And during this one session, we will talk about how to improve writing skills in a very different way. There will not be lecturing method, mind it, right? So there will be lots of discussion and more of your practice would be there where you can see there is a change. Fine. So this is what I have thought of. Now, one by one, we'll discuss about what I want to share with you people, right? And there are few surprises on the way. So let's start today's session with the presentation. If you can see this, orientation session and flow of conducting sessions. This session I have kept for you people in order to inform you people, educate you people, instruct you people that how we will go for it. See, this is not going to be a traditional way of conducting the class. Mind it, right? This will be altogether a different story. Fine, this would be 100% practical approach to improve your writing skills. And I'm 100% sure that you will see the difference. Fine. Now, if I ask you people that to rate your English writing skills or your writing skills in English, one is the least, five is the most. That is minimum one, maximum five. So can you tell me that what do you consider your writing skill is up to? So please type in the chat box 1 to 5, whatever you believe that, whatever you feel that my writing skill is up to this level. Okay, Abhay, Ankit, Ronak, Mohin, Bhargav, good. Okay, Swapnil, very good. So this is the beauty of teaching EA1 class, because I can find people very proactive and supportive. Okay, Dharmesh has come up with a new idea between 2 and 3. Okay, so 2.5. Okay, Amin says it's 3. Smith says 2. Bautik says 3. See, more or less, you people except Swapnil, everybody is telling that it is in between 1 to 3. And nobody said 2, but it's either 1 or 3. That means you consider that you people are not above average, because of 1 to 5 you consider 3 is the average, right? So your English writing skill is average or below average, in a way we can say. So how to improve it, that we need to do, right? Javin, I want you to also, contribute actively the way you do in the class. Then we want to talk about how difficult is writing in English. That means I have come up with few ideas, that these are the things I'm going to share with you people. These are the things that I'm going to share with you people, right? So I want to know from you people that what kind of difficulty you face while writing in English. It can be grammar, vocabulary, thought process, whatever comes to your mind. You can unmute your mic and speak, or you can type in the chat box, that so that I can know that, okay, whatever I want to cater to and whatever difficulty you face, are they these two, matching or not? If it is not matching, there is a problem, right? So that's why I want to know from you people, that you tell me that what kind of difficulty do you find while writing something in English, right? Okay. Javin said it's grammar, vocabulary, then okay, grammar, vocab, grammar, making sentence. Okay, vocabulary. Anybody else apart from this? Implementing. Okay, Anil, tell me, what do you mean by implementing? That means
Sir, yes, sir.
yes, yes, please.
Uh, let's say if I am writing an essay, then I know the vocabulary and grammar is perfect, but to put thoughts on paper and in a limited time, because
Okay,
I start thinking, then it goes anywhere, and then to write an essay in limited time to put
okay,
thoughts on paper.
right. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, Smith has come with idea. Our idea is not represent in perfect books or paper. Okay, fine. Same thing what Henry mentioned, right? That you cannot transport your thought into paper. That it should be conveyed properly, just conveyed. Okay. See, these are the things that I have addressed. Fine. So I wanted to check that whether we are sailing in the same boat or not. Okay. Now I let me ask you a question. That do you doubt the level of English that I know? Can I write 300 words on any topic? What do you think? You have studied, right? You're seeing me in the classroom. You're seeing me in the lab. You're seeing me online. So what do you think, that can I write 200 or 300 words on any topic? Right? You will definitely say yes, right? But I tell you that if I am asked to write a short note on how four-stroke engine works, or what is the mechanism of gearbox, are you getting my point? Write a note on CNC machine, how it works. CNC machine I have heard of, I have not seen. Even if I have seen, I don't know whether this is CNC machine or not. That means listen to me very carefully. That means it is not necessary that only grammar and vocab comes in the picture when you are talking about difficulty in writing English. But the problem, first thing is content, the stuff. If you do not know the stuff, if you face if you are not good reader, if you cannot find out related material, right, related thoughts, in that case grammar, vocabulary will not help you, right? In the first phase, the first phase is to have a thought. When you have a thought, you can convert your thought into a message, you can convert your thought into a writing piece, right? Or you can convert your thought into a, what we call it, a conversation or an essay, where you can help, where your grammar, vocabulary, sentence can help you, but the base is content. So here in this 12 hours of program, we are going to deal with how we can develop this. For example, what happened in Rishi Ganga, before few days. So that is because of climate change. So in the next session, I'm going to talk about climate. What do you mean by climate change? And in CogCubes, this is one of the topics for VET, that is written English test. So we'll have discussion on it. Fine. And then if I ask you to write, you will be able to write in a better way. So I'm going to teach you how to prepare, how to think, how to plan your writing. This would be my way of delivery in your class. Fine. For this particular or specific certificate program, mind it, you are going to get a certificate which you can definitely mention in your resume. Right? When people are talking about, entire world is talking about, all the companies are talking about VET, the written English test, you show them, sir, I have got a certificate course in writing in English. So they will have different impressions, right? So this is what we are looking for. Now the problem is, if you remember the lecture which I delivered live on YouTube, when we had live streaming of YouTube, at the time I talked about paragraph writing. If you remember, we talked about assessment. See, the problem is, I always tell my students that when you were there in 11, 12 science, you were the happiest people on the earth, because you knew very well that what is the destination, what is the goal. Here the problem is we don't know. Now thing is that if you don't know how your writing is assessed, how your writing will be checked, how can you improve it? So you cannot go blindly with trial and error. So today I want to talk about that, how you can improve or how writing is assessed. That means in CogCubes, in IELTS, in TOEFL and GMAT and GRE, in competitive exams, everywhere where there is English, writing is there, how it is assessed broadly. That I'm going to talk today, so that you understand, okay, when I start writing, I need to consider these 4 things, these 5 things, or these 6 things, so that I can justify my writing, right? Okay, so let's talk about that. You may feel like, what is this? TACCLRGRA, right? Anybody, any guess with this? Rajdeep, welcome. Anyone? Any guess about TACCLRGRA? Varun Raj, welcome. Okay, no idea. Fine. No issues. Okay, Dharmesh, task achievement. Very good. Right. This is what I like to teach. You can Google it out. Fine. Okay. Task, TA stands for task achievement. It's also called task response. CC stands for coherence and cohesion. LR stands for lexical resources. And GRA stands for grammatical range and accuracy. Okay. So look at this. TACCLRGRA. Now, if you understand this 4 criteria, I can bet that your writing skills will be improved like anything. Because you know the dead end. You know that, okay, this is the destination. This is what it is expected. Right? Unless and until you do not know that what is expected, you cannot write. So task analysis means whatever topic is given to you, do you justify the topic or not? It is not what comes to your mind you write. It is the one that it is required to write what is justifiable. That means on the base of the topic, you write something. Simple logic is, by reading that paragraph, you should be able to guess that what is the title. That is required, right? Number 1. CC stands for coherence. Coherence means logical sequence. So when I started lecture, right? If you observe, so things come one by one, step by step. So you feel that, okay, they are connected. They are not the pieces of the things, right? What we call it, what is the difference between a movie and a group of clips? So you cannot find the relation between one clip and the other clip, but in a movie you can find the correlation, that is coherence. Cohesion means connecting words. Which kind of words do you use? That is important to share your idea, right? If you want to support your argument, you can add further in addition to, along with, like that. If you want to contradict your idea, you use accordingly. That means you need to find out words. I want to tell you many things. You may not be convinced, but if I tell you that I am going to tell you 5 things. So when I reach to 3, you know that, okay, now only 2 are remaining, right? So this is what you need to understand. This is what is required. And it is not a big thing, that is manageable. Lexical resources, that is vocabulary. Everybody, you people wrote, right, in the comment that lexical resource vocabulary is a big problem. So the thing is same thing, that, for example, if somebody asks me that, tell me 5 words related to, CNC machine. So I'll be blank. Write, 5 words about 4-stroke engine. What is the difference between, BS4 and BS6? I don't know, because I don't have that particular vocabulary. So what we are going to do is, we'll start with the common word, common paragraphs, common topics, and then we'll go for specific one. So this is what we are going to do. So here, vocabulary, how to improve vocabulary, I'm going to talk about technically, right? That will go. Grammatical range and accuracy. That means you need to use grammar structure. For example, active and passive, direct and indirect. Find causal construction, get, make, have. Find then simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence, right? So what kind of structure you use? There must be variety. So if I have limited vocabulary, limited structure, that means every time I'll speak, it's the same thing. But if I have variations in my speech, that means I have got many things to share with. Fine. So this is what we need to understand. So grammatical range and accuracy. I give an example, right? For example, I type in the chat box one common sentence. The sentence is like this: I am not well. Second sentence is, I went to college. Perhaps I had given the same example. Now I want to join these 2 sentences. How can I join these 2 sentences? Can you please type in the chat box? I'm not well, I went to college. I want to join these 2 sentences. That means I want to use any grammatical structure to connect these 2 sentences. Tell me. If you want, you can unmute your mic and speak. I don't mind it. Excellent part. Name, very good. Heto. I am not well, yet I went to college. I am not well, but I went to college. I am not well, still I went to college. I am not well, then also I went to college. Okay, very good. Hetel has come up with 2 options. Now I tell you that, have you all appeared for CoCube exams? Hello? Have you all appeared for CoCube exams? Yes or no? Okay, Mohin has come up with another example, although otherwise still okay, fine, no problem. Now see, I tell you, it's okay. If you have written, I was not well, but I went to college, still I went to college, you will get 5 marks out of 10. See, though the sentence is correct, but you will get 5 out of 10, because out of 100 there will be 90% people who will write like this. That means it's very ordinary. The way Mohin has mentioned, I was not well, though I went to college. That is complex sentence. Though, although, even though. Right? So when you use such kind of structure, you will get around 7. You will get around 7. Sir, we want 9 or 10. In that case, what you can write is, in spite of not being well, I went to college. Simple sentence. You got the point. Just you need to understand that I need to use such kind of structure which can shoot my score up. You know the things. There's not a single student here in the list, in the Google Meet, who has not studied synthesis, who has not studied simple complex compound synthesis, who has not done exercise of transformation, simple to compound, compound to simple, simple to complex, complex to simple. You have done this. It is about awareness, and this is my job, right? So if you find out vigilantly, right, if you deliberately use simple sentences, in that case you are likely to get more score. This is not my personal opinion, minded. This is not what I am telling. This is what CEFR says. CEFR stands for Common European Framework for Language References. That means mother of all test rubrics. If you want TOEFL, TOEFL is based on CEFR assessment. IELTS assessment is based on CEFR. PTE based on CEFR. COCUBS based on CEFR. Every English assessment, language proficiency assessment, is based on CEFR, that stands for Common European Framework for Language References. Where you can find this, right? This is what the writing rubrics for IELTS, which is very similar to your topics, because we are going to follow that one, because around 15 lakhs plus people write IELTS exam every year. So it is very common. So I thought that let us consider that model to make you understand easily. Okay, up to here, everybody, is it clear? If it's clear, please write clear in the chat box so that I can go ahead. I can move. Great. Perfect. Now let's talk about the session, right? Total number of sessions will be 10 to 12. 10 to 12. Total number of hours, 10 to 12. That means the certificate course is about 12 to 15 hours. Fine. Okay. Topics going to cover is functional grammar. See, I'm not going to teach you tenses. I'm not going to teach you parts of speech. But yes, I'm going to talk about it, but in a functional manner, in a practical manner. You remember we used this with Times of India or Indian Express. And I came up with Times of India or economic this Indian Express in the classroom, and we found out, nouns and pronouns and adjectives and verbs. So that was an exercise for functional English. We want to see that how synthesis is done. So we did one exercise of finding out simple complex compound sentences from the newspaper. So this is what we want to do. Vocabulary, definitely I'm going to talk about subjectively. For example, in climate change, so which article that I'm going to share, I will talk about 30-40 words, difficult words of that article. So that 40 words will be added to your database, that corpus. So next time when you will talk about that topic, you can utilize these words. Usage is very important. Where to use which word, find which grammar structure to use. So that usage would be there, but that will take the entry from the back door, right? Because if I start teaching grammar traditionally, this is what you have studied there in your 11th, 12th standard or in your schoolings. So there is no need to do it again, but we will understand from writing point of view that how it can be useful. Fine. Okay. Now we are on the middle of the class. So because see, your attendance is very important. Unless and until you get 80% attendance and few other conditions, you will not get the certificate. I'm going to give you physical certificate, digital as well as physical certificate, right, for this course. So there are few requirements to fulfill that you need to understand. One of them is attendance. So please write down your enrollment number in the chat box so that I can consider it for attendance, right? We'll do it twice. We'll do it twice, right? So that there won't be any problem. We'll do it twice, and we'll make the average. Okay. So flow of the session would be like this: discussion on the given topic. For example, climate change. I'm going to give you a topic, climate change. I'll pick up one newspaper article or an essay for you people. Fine. I'll show you. We'll have discussion on vocabulary, grammar, usage. Fine. We'll have discussion. So you people can contribute that. Okay. So this, even we can add this many things. So 1 hour we'll have discussion on that. Then I'll give you the same topic or similar topic for assignment. For assignment, we'll be using Google Classroom. Fine. The same assignment I will check. And in the next class, that is, this is session 1A. When we have session 1B, look at it. Discussion about the assignments and their assessment. That means whatever the essays you have written and submitted to me, I will check. I'll give you comments on it. I'll give you score. And in the next session, I will talk about most common errors, most common points that I could come across. Based on that, I'll talk about, for example, most of the people have done mistake in active passive. I'll talk about active passive. Most of the people talked about made mistake in phrasal verbs. I'll talk about phrasal verbs. So it is not predefined syllabus that I'll come and share with you people. It's not like that. Fine. So this would be based on your inputs. And then we'll have conjugation. For example, the way we did exercise that you people came up with, though I was not well, I went to college. I will suggest you. I will pick up certain, sentences from your assignments, and I'll share. See, this is the way we can improve. This is the way we can improve, right? So this would be our 1B, and at the end there will be doubt solving as a discussion. Whatever doubts, questions, queries you have, you can ask me, and I will try to resolve those things. Fine. This is what the things would be. For assessment, we'll have, for lecture, we'll have Google Meet. The same link will be applicable for entire semester. Fine. And Google Classroom we'll use for assignments. So what I'll do is here, I'm going to share with you people the link of Google Classroom. And I'll request you people to join it faster so that you can find that next time onwards, if I want to share with you people anything, right, I can ask you. I can, share the announcement over there. Fine. So everybody, please click on the given link and join faster. Meanwhile, if you have any question or query, you are free to ask me anytime. Everybody, look at the link, click on it. Let me see. Oh, 13 people are joined together. Great. Anil, Bhargav, Ronak, Rajdeep, Dharmesh, Abhay, Jevin, Mohan, Smith, Hetav, Name, Parth, Swapnil. 16. Okay. How many are we? We are 20. 19 or 20. Yeah, 20. So, okay, still 4 or 5 students are remaining. Everybody quickly join this faster. Those who are not joined, kindly join faster. So you can see your names. Remaining 4 students, join faster. Okay, 2 students remaining now. If you find any difficulty, please let me know. I'll help you to resolve. Only 1 student remaining now. Who is that? Let's check one by one. See if your name is not there, please tell me. Who is not there? I'll also share invite to your email IDs so that you can go for it. Now see, you must be well aware with Google Classroom, right? Everybody. So whatever material this lecture is being recorded, so I'll share the YouTube link. If you want to refer to it later on, you can do that. Fine. I'll create the assignment over here. You need to submit in a Word file so that I can help you to revert with your grades and your assessment. Right, all 20 done. Great. This is the reason why I love to teach in mechanical, especially my favorite class EF1. Right. Okay. So this is what we will do. Let us come back and come back to this PowerPoint presentation where we talk about other things. Okay. Certificate course. As I mentioned, each student will be awarded a certificate of course completion. Fine. So there is a asterisk. Asterisk means conditions apply. So what is the condition? condition is like this. There will be a pre-test. If you check your login, you will find a pre-test there. Fine. Writing, it will take 20-25 minutes, not more than that. In 10 days time, see, I want to genuinely help you to improve your English. So what I'll do is, I will take this test, writing test. Fine. Then there will be a training. After training, there will be again a test. And we will compare the results. If there is improvement, that means you could acquire proficiency in writing skills. So it is nothing like I am free after teaching. I want to help you genuinely, right? So there will be a pre-test, the way I mentioned. Fine. 5 assignments. That means 5 assignments means 5 topics to write in 10 sessions. Blogging. We have done this blogging exercise earlier. We will revive our blogs. And I want 1 post every week. We'll have 1 separate session on blogging. I tell you that you will have your own digital identity. Yes, Dharmesh, you have done your blog, but thing is that we want to add post to this, our blog, and there will be minimum 10 students of your class. Any 10 students will write comment, subjective comment. This can be your technical, non-technical blog, whatever. I will tell you how to find content, how to reshuffle content, how to edit content, how to write content. Fine. So 10 blog post minimum should be there. Fine. And there will be a post test. That means you will definitely learn on your own. You will find the ways how to develop writing skills. Fine. So this is where if you write more than 10 posts, I'll be more than happy. I will check each and every post and I'll comment there. You just imagine my work. Every student will go for 1 post every week. There are 150 students. 1 post every week. I will check, I'll go through it, I'll give you comment, I'll give you analysis. What is to be improved? Fine. So this is the way we can develop. And definitely you can tell somebody, you can tell the companies, I'm a blogger. If anybody wishes to know your writing ability, go and check your blog. They'll come to know. So this is the way we want to work. Now, do you have any suggestion apart from this? Any additional thing that you want? You tell me, we can incorporate in the coming sessions. So next 5-7 minutes is open for that. If you have any question or query till now, you tell me, you ask. If you have, see, I've got many things to share with you people, right? We have few slides to go. So before I come to the conclusion, I want to know from you people that if you have any question or query, if you have any suggestion, if you have any observation, please let me know. You can unmute your mic and speak. You can type in the chat box, or yes, Moin, I'm going to teach this. There will be 1 session of 2 hours. We will refresh. Right? So if by the time you find out your blogs, the people who have created it, if they have not created it, we'll do it. If you feel that it's fine, you can also write fine. So I get acknowledged that whatever I have planned for you people, it is okay with you. Thank you, Ankit, for the fastest finger first. I want everybody to reply. See, you know that we love to go for 2-way communication. And by the time during the sessions, if you feel that this is something we can incorporate, we'll definitely incorporate into our training program. Okay. So are you ready to acquire the writing skills in English? Wow, great. I'm also excited and ready to help you. We'll definitely make the difference, right? For sure. Yes, Anil, ये बात. It's time for attendance. I have done it, right? We have done already, so we'll not go for again. Fine. I'll consider the previous attendance, the attendance we have taken earlier. This will consider. There's no problem about it. Yes. So anything else you wish you like to no, you like me to add anything to a training, feel free. I'm there and uh, with you people on WhatsApp group. You got my number. You can give me a call anytime. Fine. And if possible, next Wednesday when you join, please come with certain reading on climate change. Fine. And also share this Google Classroom link to all others so that they can join, right? And please make sure that you continue all the sessions, because all the sessions are interconnected. If you missed one session, in the next session you will not understand anything. Fine. So this is important for you. This is what I wanted to share. This is all from my side. Thank you very much for joining. See you all in the next lecture on next Wednesday. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.